I've emailed your parents too, so they know if they check my Twitter, they can see you in class. Pretty cool, huh? So, thank you guys. This is day 3, session 3, and so far you've done a fantastic job generating ideas and beginning stories and writing in class. And both Miss B and I, we're excited at what you've done so far, because you've shown us that you know how to begin a story, or how to generate ideas. So we've been working on ways to generate ideas. When we look down at that blank page, we ask ourselves, what do we do? How do I come up with an idea for a story? And yesterday we went through two ways. Right? We made a list with people that are important to us, and we followed the Jack Antos model and drew a map. Right? And what I tried to stress to you yesterday is that these strategies, right, these tools, you use them to find an idea, right, to find that seed. And once you have it, you start writing. Okay? So, I'll never ask you to just make a big list of people that are close to you. That list serves a purpose to help you discover a seed, a story that you can write, and then once you have that, you begin writing. So today we have some more strategies we're going to try. So the goal is to jot moments that really matter. Could be first or last times, or times you learn something. All right, so I'm going to show you how this might look. So it says, moments that really matter. Because often we have story ideas, and you might have a lot of them, but you're not sure which story you should write, or which one of those seeds becomes a story. Which one of those seeds becomes a story that other people will enjoy reading. Right? So, one way to identify moments that matter is to consider the first or last time you did something. So by first time, I'm thinking of things where it was the first time that I experienced it or tried it. So I might think about my first time skiing. Right? So in my head, if I think back to that first time skiing, lots of seeds are there. Like getting on the lift, or getting off the lift, or walking out of the lodge and into the snow with these weird boots on. Okay, first time. Okay, could be first day of school. If I think back to my first days at school, they were always exciting for me. Because in the summer, lots of kids go school shopping. And I didn't have to wear a uniform, so school shopping meant that I got some new clothes and a new pair of sneakers. And I would get sneakers once a year, right in the summer before the beginning of school. I was always excited to wear those new shoes for the first day. I usually get a pair of Jordans, and they would last all year. Right? So that first day of school, there are lots of seeds there. Right? It's the first time for something to happen. Then also, last time. So a student in the morning class said that he wrote last day of school at previous school. So before coming to KIS, he said that at his last school, he didn't tell anyone he was leaving until the last day. Right? So he was going to write about that, the last time he did something. I could write about my grandma, the last time I saw her before she passed away. Right? So first and last times usually have a bit more meaning and are a bit more valuable and memorable than other times. And there's nothing special about the fifth time I went skiing. Right? That's normal by then. But the first time, I remember. Right? Nothing special about a day of school in November. But the first day of school, that's what you remember. Okay? So, we use this to help us identify moments that matter. Okay? Another technique we can use, another strategy, is to think about times when we learn something. So, do you guys know, how might choosing a time where we learn something, how might that help us write small moment stories? Tell the person next to you. What's the connection between learning something and writing a story about it? Difficult question, I know. All right. Ryan's got it, and he's going to tell everybody. Tell the class what you just said.
When the main character learns something big from the story, we can connect the big theme of the story.
That's right. So authors know this. Authors know that what the main character learns is usually what they try to teach the audience. Right? And it connects to the theme. So if you start your story idea, and you start generating ideas where you learn something, it'll make the development of a theme easier in your story. So I'm going to share with you a story where I learned something. Okay? So it was it was long ago. I was about 10 years old, 40 years ago. And I had wanted this RC car, like a radio-controlled car. Right? It was real expensive, real fast. In the box, right? It took days to put together. Right? So it's Wednesday, and my dad comes home from work, and in his hands, right, it's a big box. In his hands, he's got this car, right, this box. And I was super excited. Right? I was like, Dad, let's put it together now. Come on, let's skip dinner. Let's put it together. I want to drive. Right? And he said, no, it takes a long time. It's going to take like a whole day to put together, maybe 2. So he said, we'll leave it here and we'll put it together on Saturday morning when I'm not working. I said, okay. So Dad goes to bed. Wednesday night, I just look at the box. I read all the box is full of Japanese, right? Because the brand is Japanese brand, right? Do you know Kyosho?
Yes.
Right? So it was really cool, right? I'm looking at the box and then all these weird lines. And so Wednesday passes. Thursday is like the longest school day ever. And I come home and I get to stare at the box again. Thursday night, my dad goes to bed, and I'm like, I'm just going to look inside. And I look inside, and I start touching around and feeling the tires, and here's the motor, and all these pieces, and here's like the body, the plastic thing. And I start, oh, maybe I can put some of it together. And I try. And then it's like, the stuff falls on the floor into the carpet. Now I think I'm going to miss a piece, and I'm sweating. Right, I say, okay, I'm going to stop. Put it back in the box, leave it there, make it look like I've never touched anything. And Friday comes. Friday's also an even longer day at school. Can't wait to get home and look at the box again. So I get home, Dad goes to bed Friday night. Keep looking, and he says to me, I hope you didn't touch that. These parts are really hard to get. If you lose something, you can't put it together. You won't be able to play with it. So now I'm sweating even more. Friday night again, I look back in the box trying to fix what I screwed up. It's just getting worse. Now it's totally obvious that I was in the box when I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have been. The Saturday morning comes. My dad wakes me up and says, "What are you doing? What are you waiting for? We got to put the car together." And I'm thinking, oh, I wish I could just sleep. And we never opened the box. Because he's going to know that I was in there. He's going to be mad that I didn't listen. Maybe he'll give the car away to my cousin, who has many of these cars. So I went from really wanting to open the box, now trying to avoid it. But he wakes me up, we get there, we're at the kitchen table, got everything cleared off, so we have all this room. And he opens it up and sees that I've been in there. And what do you think he says? What's he say?
Too bad.
Well, I was expecting him to be real mad.
Good job.
No, but he laughed.
You're still seated.
No, he said, "I'm surprised you waited until Thursday."
Huh?
He said, I'm surprised you waited until Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knew I went in the box on Thursday night. Right?
He knew it all along.
Yeah, he knew it all along. So at that moment I realized that, my dad really understands how I was feeling. And he knows things before I know he knows them. Right? And that, when I think back, that's the moment I remember. Because I realized something important. Okay? So that might be a story I choose to write about. Because I learned something important that day. I realized something special. Okay? So, today, that's how we're going to try to choose our stories. So right now, I want you to either make a list of important people, draw another map, or make a chart like this with the first and last time you did something, or think about a moment where you learned something valuable. Okay, where you learned a lesson. And once you have that seed, go back to your desks and begin writing. Some of you, I know, you have your own methods to generate these ideas. Some of you just like to stare